everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Yes. Good morning. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Shelly Stringer, JDM. Let's go, babies. Yes, user with the first party glasses. Good morning, Muck the Duck and SM. The party glasses. K Braden, yes. Woo! Thank you, Ramez. Yes, Apple was right on the money. Powder! Let's go, Shelly, my girl. SSS. JJ, Ricardo. Let's get to work, everybody. We are at 2,000 cheers. That's when you TAP. Good morning, Wrangle. Mr. Dave, there he is. There he is. Mr. Dave with the glasses. Thank you, Mr. Dave. He comes in roaring like a lion. Hammer. Good morning, Michelle Burns. How are you? Tommy Batista. Kumar, good morning. Yes. How do we? Last night's training was awesome. VIP live training last night. We probably gave you more in 1 hour. Woof. That was a week worth of material in that VIP training last night. Dr. Trades with the rose. Go, Jules. Go, Jules. It's your birthday. Marcus. Yes. Thank you, my hammer. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. We are at 5.6 thousand cheers. Hadrian Rodriguez. Thank you, my friend. The Believer. Thank you so much, Believer. Let's take a look, folks. Good morning, everyone. All we ask that you do is cheers by hitting the screen. That's how you send us cheers. Donate if and when you can. Shelly Stringer with the party glasses. And let's get to work, everybody. So I'm going to start off yesterday. One of my trades yesterday was this MU short to the downside, okay? We had to fill in this gap as we were coming down. We had room on all the other time frames. We had two events happen, a color change, and you can see that tail. And we rode this right down. Right around the same time, we also got this apple to the upside. We called this out a few times yesterday. We were coming off 3 200 moving averages on the 2, the 5, and the 15. and we took this to the upside for our second win of the day. So yesterday was a glorious. You got to be patient, folks. And what you have to do is realize it's going to take time to learn how to read price action correctly. So you're not going to read it like me right away. I've been doing this 21 years, reading price action. Some of you have only been doing it a couple years. So it takes time. I was bad once too. Okay, so here we go, Miss Market. We are in this neutral state now. You see this neutral state starting to get a little wide here on the SPY. We are in position two to the upside here on this market. So all we have to do now is find our resistance. And we have some right here at 686. 686 will be our first level of resistance, and then 687 here to the downside, okay? So we're going to mark these levels out. We always come back to our execution time frame. So after we mark these levels, just hang tight. We got to put the execution time frame in, all right? So we have room up to 686 and 687. We're starting to get a little, neutralish wide here. We still have room to the upside, which is good. Just watch these resistance points up there, okay? Currently right now, if we look, this is where we're at. Our 50% retracement level will be around 684 currently right here, all right? Right on top of the whip zone area. If we get up to 686 area here, if we make it up to our first level of resistance, then we will be at 685 for our 50%. All right, so make sure you mark that down. Under 681.41, my traders, we will have room down to 679 and 676. All right. Mr. Dave over there with the $1.99. Thank you. Hello, Birdie. Thank you, Birdie, for the rose, the heartbeat, the you're awesome. 11, facial blaster. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, Birdie. Much love to you. And Midwest, thank you. Let's head over to Meta. Yeah, those Apple numbers yesterday were pretty on the money, huh? Bump, 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 bump. That's why we take our time. Right now on Meta, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 1 to the upside here on Meta. As you can see, we have our 15-minute 200, and then we have a triple top right after that as well. So we got to be careful with that triple doozy, all right? Woo! Here we go on Meta. We got room up to 632. First stop here on Meta. And then 635. Please mark those levels down. Coming back under the whip zone, under 624.51. You have room down to 619.50. Okay, here on Meta. Mark that down. Under 619.50 with a retest, we are coming back down to 602. Good morning, Kai. How are you? Zen Method, good morning. Thank you for the follow, Bricks and Love. Good to see you. The Qs. It's good to see you all this morning. Hope you all are doing well. If you're here for the first time, just hit that follow button. We're on every day, Monday through Sunday, okay? All right. On the Qs right now, we are in a neutral state. We're in position 2. We have room up to 627, traders. 627 to the upside. Back under 624.37, under 624, you have room back down to 623. So mark that down, all right? Under 620.50, we have room back down to 617 and 616 here on the Qs. XRP, you got it. There we go. All right, here we go on XRP. Above 244.80, we have room up to 246.50 here on XRP. Above 246.50, retest that level, and we have room up to 25321. All right, here on XRP. Mark that level down right here as we bring it down for you. Under 240.61, under 240.61, and we have room down to 233.11. Yes. Let's go, let's go. Hello, SSJ. What's up, baby? Adam with the money gun. Yeah. Yes, it is. Thank you, Adam, Daniela, Yulina. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sue, Felicia. Thank you, George. We got 3 more of these beautiful party glasses left. Let's finish those off, my traders. Let's finish those off. Boeing. Let's see, Boeing. All right, currently on Boeing, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 1 here on a Boeing. Mr. Dave, are you over there on the tubes? Thank you, 11. We have room up to 197.60. 197.60 on Boeing. 197.60. Above 197.60 with a retest, you have room up to 201.50 here on Boeing. Back under the whip zone of 195, you have room down to 194.53. And then we have room down to 191 here on Boeing. Make sure we mark those levels down. Okay. How many people in the room? It doesn't show up on mine for some reason. Let me reset that real quick on this side. Let me pull that back up. Or IWM, let's go. $34. Okay, thank you. All right, currently on IWM, we are in a narrow state. We're in position 2. We have resistance here at 245 and 245.50 on IWM. Back under 243.77, you have room down to 243 and 242.50 on IWM. You're getting a little tight here. All right, starting to get a little tight here on IWM into this resistance. All right, and to the downside, we want to get under 243.77 here on IWM. Let's go over to the hood of Robin. Make sure we're cheering over there, okay, on the tubes by doing that, okay? All right, Robin Hood, he is. All right, here we go on the hood. We are in a narrow state position 2. We have room up to 137 and 140 on Robinhood. Okay, back under 131.16, we have room down to 128 and 125.50 here on Robinhood. We are narrow, okay? 5-minute looks good too on the hood. So watch this one, Robinhood. Put it on watch here for Robinhood. Alert. UNH. Good morning, my beauties. Are we going to the moon? That's the question of the day. We got to mark that 8 out right there. Boom. We got to mark that out too. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Make sure we're cheering over there. We're at 50,000. 50,000, my beauties. All right, UNH, you got some support here. You see it? You got a double deuce. You got a daily support level, too. You have room up to 333 and 337 here on UNH. Back under 322, 323.52. You have room down to 322 hold number on UNH. Let's go, let's go. Nick D with the $1.99. Let's go. Tanya, thank you. JL Hammer, thank you so much. Let's hammer those roses up. We got to hammer these things. Let's go. quickly, furiously. Let's go get them, babies. Palo! Fontania Green, yes. Thank you, Fontania. Hammer. Let's do the Miss Market. All right, Miss Market. Whoa, we got to bring that back up. We are in a neutral state. We're in position 2. You got room up to 686 and 687 here on Miss Market. All right, back under 681, get under the whole number. We have room down to 679 and 676. Remember, write these levels down in white, folks. They are going to hit them one way or another. Write these beauties down, okay? Move them over for you a little bit here. How's that, huh? How's that service? AMD! AMD to the moon! Let's go! Not going to the moon, folks. All right, you got the gap. Oh, God, Voss, it's going to the moon. It's not going to the moon. All right, right now we are in a narrow state on AMD. We are up there in position 2 on AMD. AMD looks good on the 5, too. All right, AMD looks good on the 5 Roonies. Let's see what we got. Boom, boom, boom. All right, we're going to pull this back now. Are we ready? AMD, we are in position 2 to the upside. We got room up to 260 on AMD, 260 and 267 on AMD. If this comes flying back through the wickets here, back down this way, under 236.99, you have room down to 225.50. What goes up will come down, folks. Sir, Mr. Jason with the lightning and the heartbeat. Daniela, Apollo, Hammer, thank you all so much. Appreciate it. Yes, the VIP is open. Welcome to our new VIP members from yesterday. You are going to head over to the Voss Trading right here. You can go right there to the Voss Trading you know the rest, or the links are in my YouTube and TikTok bios. This is where you're going to learn how to trade. This is where we're going to clean up your mess. Let's go. Hello, Jay Dobbins. Apple. You got it, SSJ. We got to clean up that mess on aisle 3. Right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on Apple. Okay? Don't expect to see what you had yesterday, my beauties. All right? So on Apple, above 276, you have above 276. I don't know why this does that. You have room up to 277. Okay, under 273.77, you have room back down to 271 here on Apple. Mark that down. What else are we looking at, my beauties? Let's go, let's go, let's go to the moon. Google. Folks, what we teach you, especially last night what we taught you, you really can't screw this up. I mean, you really have to make an effort every day to lose your trades. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we're in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside. You're going to watch your hold numbers here, 294 and 295 to the upside. We are in this neutral state now. Back under 290 hold number, you have room down to 288. Okay, so mark that down. This is what we got currently to the upside. Your 50% will be at the top of the whip zone here, 292. Mark it. I mean, you really, really, really got to know how not to trade to not be green every month. Like, am I right, VIP? Like, it's kind of hard to. The Qs, we are in a neutral state. We're in position 2. You got room up to 627. 627. Under 624, you're coming back to 623. Okay, 623. Under 620.49, you got room back down to 617 on the Qs. J Dobbins with the $5 over there on the YT. Thank you, Mr. Dobbins. SoFi. Let's go, my beauties. Let's go, my beauties. Who wants to learn how to trade? Who's sick of losing? Put me in the chat. Who's sick and tired of losing in the markets every single day, for the love of God? All right, SoFi, here we go. We are in a neutral state. You got room up to 32.50. 32.50. All right, 32.50 here on SoFi. Mark that level down. Back under 30.52, we have room down at $30.29.50. PLTR. Well, Daniela, you are now a VIP member. So as long as you work hard, you will learn. Hello, Jorge Morales. How are you, my friend? Make sure you mark your pre-market highs and lows, everybody. It's worthless, but do it anyway. Above 193, we got room up to 195 and 199.62 on PLTR, okay? Back under 190, we got support here, okay? You have room down to 187.50, 186, and 185. Good job, Morales. I got you right here, Morales. IWM. IWM, you're in a neutral state. You have room up to 245.20, 245.50 on IWM. Getting a little tight here, Morales, all right? Back under 243.77. You have room down to 243 and 242.50. Good job, Jorge. You're in good hands, my brother. NVIDIA. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're at 78,000 cheers. That's what I like to see. Let's get up to 200,000. To the moon. Let's go. All right, NVIDIA. Right now, we are in a narrow state. We're in position 2 in this narrow state, okay? We have room up to 197. That's your first set of resistance. 197. We got to get over 197. Hold it on the retest, and then you have room up to $200 here on NVIDIA. Coming back through under 192.79. We got room down to 191 and 190 here on NVIDIA. Everyone say hello to Jorge M. Morales. Thank you, Tanya, Yulina, Daniela, Hector, Isaiah. I appreciate you. Let's get a little coin action going here, okay? Folks, when you pull up this chart, what position and what state are you in? Can you put it in the chat? What position and what state are you currently in on coin here? Yep, Kels, Tesla coming up. Bearish neutral. What position? You got it, believer. We are in a bearish neutral state. We're in the whip zone currently here on coin. Now we're going to mark out our major support and resistance levels. All right, my beauties? So here's what we got on the coin-a-rooney. Currently, we are in a bear neutral state. We're in the whip zone. We got to get over right here, 313. Then you have room up to 316 and 323 on coin. Back under the whip zone of 303.75, you have room down to 296 here on a coin. Remember, you got to get over this one, 313. All right, that's the golden goose. Yes, it is. Let's keep tapping away at those roses. Hector, Isaiah, Tanya, Daniela, Bill Boyle, Zen, Esther Lopez, Myvin. Thank you so much, Striker. Mr. Bubbles is in the hizzle. Mr. Bubbles. We are in a narrow state on AMD, position 2. We got room up to 260 and 267. All right, 5-minute looks good also. So you still have room up. Under 236.99, you got room down to 225.50 here on AMD. Thank you, Muthani, for the follow. Uber. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. You will be in for a treat every single day. Currently, Uber, we are in a narrow state. All right, here we go on Uber. We are narrow. We are in position 1. We have room up to 94.30 and 95.50 on Uber, okay? Make sure you mark those levels down, my traders. Under the whip zone of 93.37, you have room down to $93 and $92 on Uber. Shelly, thank you, my Shelly. K. Braden, the believer. Thank you. Tesla coming up. Uh-oh. 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 As JDM would say, we're putting Tesla on watch, everybody. Alert, alert. Here we go on Tesla to the moon. Hold on tight. Let's see what we got. Let me check out my higher time frames. Look at that. All right, let's go pull this back. All right, Tesla, curly, narrow, position 2. You have room up to 444. Above 444 with a retest, 446 and 447 here on Tesla. All right, my beauties. Under 435.99, you have room down to 434 and 432 on Tesla. You are narrow. Look out for this sucker here. What else are we looking at? How many we got over there, Mr. Dave? How many we got? Brother. Let's go to NQ. Nobody asked for NQ. Brother. All right, NQ, let's pull it back. Are we ready, my beauties? Above 25, 811.50. We got room up to 25, 830.50. First stop on NQ. 25, 830.50. Above that with a retest, you got a golden goose here. 25, 884.50. Mark that level down, okay? Back under 25, 787.50. We have room down to 25,739. QCOM. QCOM, I want you to be careful with this. It's a little spready all day long. All right, so be careful on Q of the com here. All right, my beauties? Very important. QCOM, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 on QCOM. We got resistance right here, 175.28, 175 area that you're currently inning. Then you have room up to 176 here on QCOM. Back under 173.41, 172, and 171 to the downside on QCOM. Run this town tonight. What else are we looking at, my beauties? Put it on the board. T-Mobile. How many of you have T-Mobile in here? Who has T-Mobile as their provider? T-Mobile, Verizon, or AT&T? What do you have? Put it in the chat. A lot of Verizon, AT&T. All right. All right. All right. All right, here we go, my beauties. T-Mobile to the moon. Above 212.20, you have room up to 216 here on T-Mobile. All right. T-Mobile. Under 211, get under the whole number. You have room down to 208, and 206 on T-Mobile. I love T-Mobile, Kaya. I love it. I've been with them a long time now. T-Mobile to the moon. Bai is now the title gifter of the Rosa. Zen Method is now the title gifter of the Roses. GLD. That's my lion, everybody. I have a pet lion. Did I ever tell you guys that? I have a pet lion. His name is Wizard. I never showed you my pet lion? Listen. It's okay, Wizard. Sit down. What are you going to do, right? Sometimes they get angry. All right, here we go on GLD. Above 380.10, you got room up to 382. Pop up, what's up, baby? 382 on GLD. Mark that down. Now, look at this golden goose. Above 382 at a retest, you have room up to 388. Now, back under 378.66, we have room down to 376 and 375. That is GLD. Tesla's on watch, Bronson. Tesla. We just did gold. TTWO. Let's see what we got. No wizards today, everybody. We haven't unleashed the wizard yet. Above 241.35 on TTWO. You have room up to 243 and 246 here on TTWO. Back under 238.52. You have room down to 235 and 227. Yes, it is. Oracle. Gurpreet first wrote oral. I don't know what he was talking about, but then he corrected it and said Oracle, so now it makes sense. All right, let's see what we got. We're pulling this back down to the wickets here. All right, Oracle, here we go. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 on Oracle, and we have room up to 246. 246 on Oracle. Mark it down. Back under 234. Get under that whole number, under the whip zone. You have room down to 229. Thank you for the follow, Oscarinx. Good to see you, and thank you very, very, very much. Hello, Cage. How are you, my friend? Johnny Dollar. Yes, it is. The Qs. Neutral, position 2, room up to 627. 627, then 628. Okay? Under 624, under the whole number, you're coming back to 623 and 620.50 inside that whip zone area. Remember, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only, and you must trade at your own risk. That's it, Christy Peak. Apple. What do you have on alert? You guys have to figure out what's on alert. You have to know it. Apple neutral whip zone above 276. You got room up to 277 here on Apple. All right, Apple-licious, and then 278. Watch that whole number as well on Apple. Under 273.77, we have room down to 271. First stop on Apple, and 266 on Apple. Why aren't you trading today? Meta, narrow, position 2, 632, 635, first resistance levels. Under 624.51, we have room down to 619. See how quick? Luis Ramirez. Hello, Luis. See how quick I did that? Boom, 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 boom. Robotic. You gotta be quick. Let's do a little eBay. Ready? Watch this. eBay. Let me clean up this from last time. Here we go. eBay, neutral, whip zone. Bam! See how quick? That's how you read charts. Let's go. And you should be able to mark out your major support and resistance quickly. Boom. There it is. Done. Now we get to work. Okay? You see how quick we do that, everybody? Daniela with the welcome mic. Sue Felicia Allen. JL Hama. Yes, it is. Thank you for the follows, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. eBay above 87.67. You have room up to 88.63.89 level, okay? And then $90 here on eBay. Back under 86.79. You have room down to $85 on eBay. Let's head over to Verizon. Whoops. Whoa. All right, Verizon. Neutral state. You're in the whip zone currently here. Above 40.79. You have room up to 41.32 on a Verizon. Back under 40.55. You have room down to 40.30 and $40 whole number here on Verizon. Sandeep. What's up, Sandeep? How you doing? IWM. Neutral. Position 2. 245, 245.50. Market, Sandeep. Under 243.77, you got room down to 243 and 242.50, Sandeep, on IWM. As we now head over to the Baba-Roonies, we are at 131,000. Cheers. We're on our way to 200K. Teamwork makes the dream work. Baba. Whoa. Boom, boom, ba-boom, boom, ba-boom, boom, ba-boom, boom. Right now, we are in a neutral state here on the Baba-Roonies. We are in the whip zone currently on the Babas. Under 160, you have room down to 157. First stop, 157, and then 148.50. Okay, on Baba. Back over 162.27. You have room up to 164 and 166 on Baba. OKLO, the train just keeps on going. OKLO. How you doing, Wizard? Are you okay? Tell everybody. He's okay. I have a pet lion, everybody. All right, OKLO. Above 107.50, you have room up to 109 and 111. And then you have room up to 114 here, all right? Under 103.71, we got room down to $100. That is major, major support right here. $100. Major support right there. Mark that beauty down. MU. Look at that beautiful trade yesterday. Oh, was dreaming about that trade last night. I might have yelled out, "Come to Papa," all right, on that trade. On MU, on that short yesterday when I got in it, I might have yelled out, "Come to Papa!" We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2. You have room up to 248 and 250, and then 255. All with retests, right? We retest each level, everybody. Under 238.83, you have room down to 236. That'll be your first stop. With a retest, you'll have room down to 231.50 here on MU. Anyone else in here yell, "Come to Papa," when you're in a really good trade? Hammer those roses. We got another rose goal after this. Alan, thank you. OKLO. Oh, we just did this. Okay. INTC. All right, INTC. Above 38.13, you have room up to 38.50, 38.37, and then 38.50 here on INTC. Remember, ATR on this is a little smaller, okay? Under 37.80, you have room down to 37.50 here on what was that called? What was that called? What would we just do? I'm all screwed up here. Intel. All right. All right, Steven. As you can see here, my friend, we are in a neutral state. Do you see it? Neutral. We're going to mark this high out here. We're going to come down the board now. All right, we're coming down this way. So what we got going here on DIA, yes, it is. We got room up to 481, 482. Those are your next levels, okay? But back under this pivot, my friend, right here, 478.95, you're coming back down to 477. Boom, right there, okay? Mark that down. Let's go. Carlos Solis, Microsoft. Is it in a good area? You tell me. When I look at Microsoft currently right now, the first thing I see is that we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside currently on Microsoft. That's what I see on this, all right? Now, I also have a 200 right above us. So on Microsoft, look at the state. You're neutral. So anything to the upside is going to be weak. It's not going to be that strong, all right? 518, there is room up to 518 on this in a neutral state. I'm looking for more of a pullback. Under 505.96, we have room down to 503. That'll be your first stop on Microsoft, okay? What's up, Leounds? You got to know the state of your stock, my traders. It is imperative you know the state of your stock. Don't guess. There's no reason to guess. Why are you guessing every day when you trade? Like, I just don't get it. The VIP is open. You can head over to the Voss Trading you know what, or click the link in my TikTok or YouTube bio. That'll get you to where you need to go to get into the VIP. We will take guessing out of here for you. There will be no more guessing. You will have a game plan, a structured game plan that you will trade every day. Daniela, Chad, that 25 boy, yes, thank you. Serve Robotics. Let's see what we got. We're in a narrow state, so that's good. Here on Serve Robotics. Five-minute looks good. All right, SERV. What do we got? We got to get over 1054, and then you have room, my friend, up to 1150. Get over 1054, all right? Under 1029, I mean, ATR on this is poo-poo. You have room down to 1021. Under that, with a retest, you're coming back to 971 here on SERV. Open. Let's see what we got on Open Technologies. Right now we are at 145. Let's go. Let's cheer together. Let's cheer together. Everyone hit it. Let's go. Let's get to 160 quickly. Teamwork makes that dream work. Come on, everybody. Show them who's boss. Right now, we are currently doing open. Open above 861, you have room up to $9. $9 here on open. Above $9 with a retest, you're going up to $9.67. You'll be testing that $10 area here on open, okay? Back under 818, we have room down to $7.65. Watch the whole number at $8. All right, my beauties. Fit Wakely, there he is. PLTR. Come on, 1,000 roses, everybody. We are in a neutral state. We're in the whip zone. Above 193, you have room up to 195. That'll be your first level. Above 195, you have room up to $200. Up here at $200, everybody, is going to be major resistance. Mark that down. $200. Major resistance, okay? Coming back down here on PLTR, under 190, under the whole number, retest it, whole number, hold it, 187.50, 186. If you're not patient for the retest, you're just going to lose. TSM. Gina Alvarez. Running right into that 15-minute 200, and right above it, you got the hourly deuce right there. All right, here we go. Gina Alvarez. We are in a narrow state. Yes, it is. First stop, this 200, 294.55. You got to get over that with a retest, and then you have room up to 297, Gina, okay? Back under 290.61, we have room down to 290. Whole number. Under 290 with a retest, you got room down to 287 here on TSM. Good morning, John. BBAI. Can you all hear the music? Is it good? Good volume, everybody? Yes, no, maybe so? Let me know. Boom. Good? 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 Okay. If you're here for the first time, everybody, hit that follow button. We are on every day for you beauties. Narrow state on BBAI. Get over 638, and we have room up to $7. $7 on BBAI. Yes. Get back under 589. All right, 589. You have room down to 528 here on BBAI. Back over to Oracle for Fit Wakely as he picks things up and puts them down above 237.19. We have room up to 246, Fit. 246. Under 234, we have room down to 229 and 225. Fit Wakely, if you weren't fit, what would you call yourself? Unfit Wakely? Would you be unfit Wakely? Pierre Richard Pierre Tesla. NQ, what's up, 6? Above 25, 8, 11.50, you have room up to 25, 8, 30.50 and 25, 8, 84.50 on NQ, okay? Back under 25, 739. Under the whole number, you have room down to 25, 673. As we head over to AVGO, unfit Wakely. Up, up, up. Oh, AVGO. Hold on, everybody. All right, AVGO, we are in a narrow state. AVGO on the 5 looks pretty good too. AVGO, alert, alert. You got room up to 358, first stop, and then 362 here on AVGO, okay? Back under 351, under the whole number, you have room down to 347, okay? And then 337.50. Mark that down. AVGO and Tesla are the two that are on alerts. On your spots. NVIDIA. Yes, we got one more rose goal. Can we do it, team? Can we go to the moon? Let's see. What were we doing? NVIDIA. Narrow state position 2. You have room up to $197 and $200. Up here around $200. You know what this is right here? Major resistance. Okay. Last time we tested it, look. Woo! Whammo! To the downside. Okay. $200. Major psychological whole number resistance. We have room. Remember, I told you under 196.87, back down to 194, under 192.79, 191, and 190. Hadrian Rodriguez. Where is, what was his name? Jose Luis Diaz-Reyes. Where is he at? Where are you hiding, Jose Luis Diaz-Reyes? Where are you at, man? Where is he at? He couldn't handle the attention. All right, here we go on the Amazoonies. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 on Amazon. You got room up to 252. 252 is your first level of resistance. We must get over 252. Over it, we must retest it, and then we have room up to 259. Mark that down. This is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only, and you must trade at your own risk, okay? Back under 248.66 to the downside. We have room down to 247. Under 247, we are going to retest that, baby, and then we can take this down to where, everybody? 244 right here, okay? Uh-oh, butterflies in your belly. Oh, Daniela, when you hear this, do the ootsies get ootsying when you hear this? Yes. Where's my Candy at? She in here? Where's the hell's Candy at? Candy! Where's she at? I don't see my Candy this morning. Meta, we can do it again. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button, everybody. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. We are in a narrow state on Meta. 632 is your first stop. 632 is your first stop, and then 635 here on Meta. Under 624.51, you have room down to 619. Under 619 with a whole number, you have room down to 602. Jigen Roy, you don't pay attention, my friend. You don't pay attention. We got our first one. Jigen Roy, here it comes. Are we ready? Jigen Roy, you are the wizard of the day. Yes, it is. Everyone, hashtag Jigen Roy for being the most wizard one in the room. Candy! Thank you, my Candy! Jigen is Jegan Roy. F Wonk. Is this guy for real? Pop up. Are you F Wonk? Are we really doing F Wonk? F Wonk? Oh, Flexi. Oh, Mama tell you a good boy all the time, Flexi. Oh, good boy, cuckoos. Everyone, respond to Flexi AF's comment with a hug. Can you all give him a hug, please? Zen Method, yes it is. Zen Method. Give Flexi a hug. Little cuckoos, cuckoos, mamas, oh cuckoos. Cuckoos, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Googles. I know life can be hard, Googles. IWM, we are in a neutral state. Position 2, we got room up to 245 and 245.50. Back under 243.77, we got room down to 243 and 242.50 on IWM. 180,000. Cheers. Yes, it is. Does anyone know how to deal with the mutants like me? Huh? Does anyone else know how to deal with the mutants like me or what? What do you think, guys? Am I pretty good at it? And they run away. Little cuckoos, cuckoos and moo-moos. This is garbage. Okay, look at this thing. Look at this thing. Would anyone like to trade BFLY? Would anyone like to trade this? Come on. Let's be a real trader now. Stop gambling. Let's go. Of course you're still here because I'm great at what I do. All right, here we go. Robinhood. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2. You got room up to 137 on Robinhood. 137. Under 131, you have room down to 128. 128. Thank you, Zen Method. Thank you, Mighty, Sandra, Daniela, Walking, Lino A. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A mutant slayer. Hey, Jay Dobbins, I like that one. That was a good one. Disney. Let me look at the daily on this. All right, on Disney here, you're still nice and tight with the 8 and the 20. All right, you're coming into a lot of resistance, though, on your pivots up there on Disney on the daily. All right, so let's pull this back. I want to get this right on the money here. 118. All right, let's pull this back now. We're getting tight here, so hold on, everybody. All right, here we go on Diz. We are in a neutral state in the whip zone. Above 115, you have room up to 116 on Diz. First stop, 116. Above that with a retest, 118 on Diz, all right? I just don't like the way it is today. Under 114, you have room down to 113.50 and 112.50 on Diz. Yes, the VIP is open. Folks, if you're going to trade, you got to learn how to do it. There's no way you're going to do it without getting some education behind you. You're just going to keep losing, all right? You're going to head over to the VossTrading.com. That's where you go. Or click the link in my TikTok or YouTube bio. All righty? Learn how to do this. Sandra, finish those roses off. We got a minute to finish those roses off. Here we go, babies. Hammer them things. Let's go, let's go, let's go. C for Trinity. Oh, that didn't move much from last time, huh? Let's redo this, though. We are in a narrow state on C. 5-minute looks good, my Trinity. All right, it looks pretty good. 15 looks good, too. All All right, Trinity, here we go. Above 101.28, you have room up to 103 on C. Watch out for C. We're going to put C on watch with Tesla and AVGO. Watch out for C, everybody. Under $100.61, you have room down to $99 here on a C. Just want to pull this back a little bit. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good, everybody. It looks mighty, mighty delicious. Zen Method, Tanya, Stryker, George, Small Trades, Sandra, Daniela, yes it is, JDM, Shelly, K. Braden, User, Powder, Mr. Dave, Hammer, Jules, Dr. Trades, Bill Boyle, Hadrian Rodriguez, Shelly Stringer, Midwest, That 25 Boy, Anya Spots, Facial Blaster, 11, Birdie, Sue Felicia, Adam, Paulo, JL Haba, Marcus, thank you all so much. Fatania Green, Bill Boyle, thank you, everybody. Sir, Mr. Jason, thank you. And Stryker, Hector Isaiah, he is. Thank you, everyone, for all the donations, for all the tapping. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We are at 192. Can we get to 200 real quick? Go, go, go. Hooray, hooray. Finish those roses off. Hooray. Yes, on the roses. Yes. 193, 194. Go, everybody. Tap, 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 tap.